Hey guys, welcome back to Math from my desk. In this video, I will be solving equations using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is this formula over here. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And this is derived from the formula ax squared plus bx plus c, which is the formula for a quadratic equation. So these are the values that you see in this quadratic formula. If you would like for me to do a separate video deriving the quadratic formula from the x squared plus bx plus c, please say so in the comments. So let me go ahead and start the problems. So we have v squared plus 2v minus 8 equals 0. So the first thing that's helpful is identifying our a, b, and c. So we know the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Our a in this case is 1 because we have nothing in front of v squared, so we can say 1. Our b is 2, and our c is negative 8. Now we use the quadratic formula, which let me write here is negative b plus or minus. And by the way, this is helpful to memorize. It's helpful to memorize this formula. So plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let me go ahead and now solve for this. So we have negative b, so negative 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 8, all over 2a, which is 2. So I'm going to simplify this as negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. So this is 4 minus negative 32, which is just plus 32. All over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 36 over 2. The square root of 36 is 6. So negative 2 plus or minus 6 over 2. So now we have two solutions. We have negative 2 plus 6 over 2, and we have negative 2 minus 6 over 2. So negative 2 plus 6 is 4. 4 over 2 is 2. So one of the solutions is v is equal to 2. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8. Negative 8 over 2 is negative 4. So the second solution is v is equal to negative 4. And these are from this. So now let's move on to the next problem here. So we have k squared plus 5k minus 6. So our a is 1, our b is 5, and our c is negative 6. So now we plug this into the quadratic formula. We have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 25, minus 4 times 1 times negative 6. All over 2a, so 2 times 1. So I can simplify this as negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. So 25 plus 24 all over 2, which is negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 2. Square root of 49 is 7. So negative 5 plus or minus 7 over 2. So negative 5 minus 7 is negative 13 over 2. And then, sorry, no, this is wrong. Negative 5 minus 7 is negative 12 over 2, which is negative 6. So one of the answers is k is equal to negative 6. And the other answer, so negative 5 plus 7 is 2, I would say, and 2 over 2 is just 1. It's just 1. So another solution is k is equal to 1. So let me just double check my work here. Yeah, I think this should be correct. So let's move on to the next question here. questions, plural. So let's rewrite a quadratic formula on top. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over, here. Let me rewrite. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So this is helpful to memorize again. So here we can identify our a as 2, our b, sorry, I wrote too big. Let's identify our a as 2, our b as negative 5, and our c as 3. So now we plug this into the quadratic formula. Negative b, so negative 5 is just 5. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is going to be 25, minus 4 times 2 times 3 all over 2 times 2, which is, sorry, it's kicked me out again. Let me rewrite this. A equals 1, b equals negative 5, c equals 3. We have 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 4 times 1 times, sorry, a is 2. 4 times 2 times 3 all over 4. Let me rewrite the formula here. So now we simplify this. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So I can, 25 minus 24 is 1. So this is it keeps kicking me out. So 5 plus or minus the square root of 1 all over 4. So the square root of 1 is 1. So we have 5 plus or minus 1 over 4, which is equal to either 4 over 4, which is 1, or 6 over 4, which is the same thing as 3 over 2. So our solutions are kicking me out again. V is equal to 1, and V is equal to 3 over 2. Sorry, all the work was lost, but you can go back in the video to see the work. So now over here, let me write the quadratic formula. So A is 2, B is negative 1, C is negative 13. However, C is actually not negative 13 when you take a good look at this, because for it to be negative 13, this would need to be equal to 0. This is not the case. So in order to make it equal to 0, we're going to go ahead and subtract 2 from both sides, which negative 13 minus 2 is negative 15. So C is actually negative 15. So now let's plug this into the quadratic formula. So we have negative b, so negative 1, which is 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 1 squared is 1, minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is negative 15. So we have 1 plus or minus the square root of 4 times 2 is 8. And then 8 times 15, let's see. 8 times 15, I can do the math separately here. So it's going to be negative. 5 times 8 is 40. 1 times 8 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So 1, So 1 minus, so plus 120, all over, I forgot to write 2a here, so it's going to be over 4. So 1 kicked me out again. 1 plus or minus the square root of 121 over 4. Square root of 121 is 11. So we have 1 plus or minus 11 over 4. So it's either 12, it's 12 over 4 and 1 minus 11, or negative 10, negative 10 over 4. So 12 over 4 is 3. So one of the solutions is, kicked me out again. Here I'm actually going to accidentally plug in a is equal to negative 3 when it is actually equal to 3. I actually got a little confused from being kicked out every time, so sorry about that. Is equal to negative 3. What did we have over there? I can't remember. With 1 plus or minus. Okay, yeah, we had negative 10 over 4, which I can simplify as negative 5 over 2. And a is equal to negative 5 over 2. And this is what it put. Thank you for watching this video.